You know that I'm the one and two to be with you. You feel that my heart that has been always brighten up my life when the time gets late and dark. Oh, I can hear the voices calling me. Oh, how could I feel the pain? I stay up the days all alone for so long and search for what I am. We try to save myself away to reach for you. Can you see what I feel inside?
Trina Rolda dice? Check out the cafe y challenge me.
Stay with me while night out. Let the light just shine out. You and me still keep on falling in love. Stay
let me get this onto the screen. Yeah, I like the idea of the average.
What's good, everyone? What are we
Keep it, like,
doing?
fair.
So for me, I'm gonna kick this off if you guys don't. You guys
Hey, go ahead and rotate that thing for me so I can see it some more.
So the Sayandana is already a plus for me because I love long flowy like cape like Sayandanas,
Yes.
and I'm upset that I couldn't get that one. So I'm a little jelly here. He's gonna wake up, look at his account, it's gonna be missing. I'm mad. But it just meshes well together for me. Like I like how you managed to make Gara look a little bit more full, because the base Gara just looks kind of like skinny in my opinion. You know what I mean?
It is giving aura of a menace.
I do
Exactly.
like the fullness, yes.
The
Yeah,
color
what's that
scheme.
simple leveling? Icarus. Icarus, the red knight that guards an empty throne.
Oh yeah, you talk about from
Yeah, you
Solo
talking about
leveling.
Icarus,
the
yeah.
solo leveling, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that
yeah.
does give extra points for me simply because of that connection. But I do still want to be very critical because here comes the purple colors again. Now I do like how it does match the ephemera. However, like for me, it's like when I like to see a fashion frame. It's not that I want to see all one color scheme. I like to see like a little mashup and mesh up. But it's like I want to know more about the idea about the cape being like that blue and white. Like, is it significant of like being like a general or of some kind? Because I would rather it mesh a little bit better with the color scheme that you're going with, like on your Warframe. Like maybe you can, not that like it will take away from the highlights of the original pinkish purple that you have going on, but if you were to like incorporate that more in your cape, like instead of having that red line, maybe if you use that purple line, it would still find some way to mesh with it.
Well, I guess I'm a little different in my work class because I like something that makes what's in front of it stands out.
Hang on, y'all. Can you explain your thought process behind this fashion for Gara?
Well, mainly a Power Ranger villain, like one of the bad guys.
Mm.
Let me see. Can you either say that again or type the villain's name in the chat? I want to look it up and see this person.
Oh, I didn't base it off anybody.
Okay.
I just
Just give it the old school badass Rita build.
No, and I completely get
definitely
what you're
see
going
it.
for. I like with that piece of context, I kind of like what you're going with more now. I kind of
That old school Rita. That Rita was a beast.
Mhm.
Yeah, indeed. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all we needed.
I can guess that she had a cat. Only thing she missing is a snap.
Thank you, Big Will. Yeah, no, see, having that in mind now and truly looking at it, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. The purple actually does make a little bit more sense now when it comes down to like Power Ranger villain-esque.
Right.
And then like the Gara mask itself screams villain.
Hey, I'm in
Screams
there.
Power Ranger villain.
I ain't gonna lie. I like this one.
I
do.
like this
Now
one.
that we, yes, sir.
Now, like,
Well,
I do want to give my final criticism. Like with all the concepts that I know now, I do definitely like it like a lot more. And I wanted to go back over like some smaller details that I see within this is the fact that like I like that the white parts on the shoulder, like the shoulder attachments match the cape, but it's still, like I don't know, either I wish it was a different shade of blue or it was something that still like matched a little bit more with the main outfit. However, I still love the look overall.
like
Hey,
the
that's
white,
respect. I like that. I like that too.
the white matches
that.
with everything, and even the red streaks on the cape with the red particle
Oh yeah,
the
and
fact
then
at the
now you
bottom,
gave me a picture to glance at. So now that
it's
I
just that
figure
blue.
Yeah,
the
it's
frame
just
and the error, yeah, I dig it. I like it. Yep.
Like, I'm not gonna hold you, and this is just my simple brain kicking in, but if that blue was like a red, I think that would either
Ooh,
red or black.
There's an ad break coming.
That would kick it up higher for me.
Yeah.
Like, you can keep the purple, but like if the blue is like a red or black, that would be fucking gas. Okay, so what do you guys scores on this one? We'll have our we can average it up at the end. You guys want to talk it over with everything. So I'm keeping track of the scores you guys give me. So.
Okay, I'll go ahead and answer first. Like in my mind, I'm gonna give like just a straight up answer, right? In my mind, 8 jumps out at me because like I'm looking at the look overall. I'm looking at everything all together. I'm just like, you know what? I really do like this. With the context, I really do fuck with this. However, the critical part of me is like, all right, let's bring it down a notch and maybe bring it back down to like a 7.5. Only because of the blue. It's only because of the blue. Because I completely agree with what you're saying. If the blue was any different, I'd be on top of that.
I genuinely feel like if the blue was like red or black, I'd give it a 10. I'd give it a solid 10.
Okay.
But seeing as though it's not, I think so you're going with 7.5, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 7.5. I was deciding between 7 or 7.5, but I'm gonna stick with 7.5 because this one is like honestly like even the reason why I wanted to give it an 8 in the first place is because this is a complete step up from the Uriel. But I do want to be critical and I want to keep my answer with 7.5.
Okay, so I'm still gonna keep it critical when I say this, and I think this is me coming from like a critical, legit mind, but I'm gonna give it an 8 because I love the color scheme that they're going with the frame and like the menacing ephemera aura that's going on and everything, and then the cape itself automatically gets a high praise for me. And then like with the cape itself, because you know how it's giving off that purple aura and everything, I think it fits, it matches. It's just that blue that's sticking out to me. That's kind of like being an eyesore when it comes to it. So like, I'm gonna keep it with an 8.
Well, I gotta give it an 8 because the difference between that is, and that's what I love that different judges taste. I'm actually a fan of blue, and to have so much red, it actually makes me forces to look at the aura scheme on the outside of it as well. Because I don't just see red; they force me to see the pink, the aura of the purple, and vice versa. So I'm gonna give it a strong 8. To be honest, because it has room to critique on the side with that silver or white. I'm not sure if that's silver or white or platinum, but that for me could be a different color. Like if you're talking about black with the blue, that'll really get a beaming aura. But so to me, the 8 for me, because I actually like the blue itself, forces me with the red. I like it.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah, and I really do appreciate your different look at it too, because like it not only gives me insight on that, but it also gives viewers insight on like what they can do in the future as well.
Is my mic echoing for anybody else, or is it just for?
You clear on my end?
Yeah, you're clear. You're good for me.
Chat mic echoing on the stream or anything like that? Are we good?
Now, I will say one final criticism, even after like we already made our judgment and everything. One thing I will say, even after all this, if you were to lose the cape in general, I think I would still fuck with the look still, regardless.
Oh yeah, if the cape was gone, this would still be a solid look. Especially knowing that it's still like Power Ranger-esque villain. Even without the cape, it would be
Man, you
fine.
brought my childhood back because Rita was my dog.
Oh God.
Thank you for the like. Okay, so all right, let me let Will know. All right. Thank you. No, I'm gonna move them back down to the waiting room.
Okay. So oh yeah. So for overall, what are we thinking for the last one? Because I know
Hey,
I
Will,
said 7.
I'm gonna go ahead and move you back down to the waiting room.
Okay.
I gave her 8. Brody gave her 8. Gave her 7.5. So that's 2 8s and a 7.
And
pretty much
honestly, I'm completely okay with it being an 8, simply not only because like of a 2-person vote, but because like I already in my mind would have given it an 8 on any other circumstance. But I do
Well,
like
there that was your first initial statement, so yeah,
right. So like I do agree with it the overall average being like an 8 if everyone else is fine with that.
I'm
Yeah,
cool
that's
with
cool.
it.
So for the Uriel, it's a 6.5, and then for the the Gara, it's an 8.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, so we'll go with the higher average of the two frames.
Mm-mm. There you go. That's dope. There you go. So if you fuck it up or cringe on the second or the first, one or the other can save you. That's dope.
And then what we'll do is we'll probably, if we have like multiple ties, we'll have them do a third frame, and then go off that frame of which is the best.
Okay.
Cool with that, everybody? We cool with that?
Now I do want to make a request.
That's cool. I'm cool with that because most of the people gonna have at least 6 or 7. So if you can pull one out of your cheeks and find a safe haven, that's what's up.
Like I will say just because like I don't know, I just like the data and statistical side of all of this. If you're already taking notes and whatnot, I would say just like you can keep like like how we was talking about like at the start. You can keep a tally and like rally up like how like the scores at the end. Like let's say how you got like a 6.5 and the 8. You can still like add that up together and see like the total score at the end. But even if that doesn't add to anything, I just think it would be nice.
Okay. I mean, yeah, what I'm doing is I'm taking our scores that we give them, I'm putting that on there, and then I'm also putting the averages that we give them as well. So we have the option to do both.
Okay, cool, bet.
So like if it does come down to a tie, we can just add up the rest of what we gave them and go from there. Instead of doing a third frame, because I know a few people in here, they told me if I had 3, they'd be screwed. So all right. So the next person who wanted to go next was Swayze. They requested to go next, so we're gonna get them in here next. Swayze, pulling you up now. All right, I need to. This One Piece ad is starting to get on my nerves. Like, go away, bro. I don't care. All right, Swayze, go ahead and send me your frames, please. You call fourth? All right, Binks. You're not gonna be talking. That's fine. Just send me your frames. You already sent them. I close tabs. So close it.
Okay.
Third for
We
you,
like them
that's
straight to the point. Man, hey, look here. Hey, I'm not gonna be talking. Look at it, judge it, and we'll be back. You hear me?
okay. I do need you to deafen though, so that way, no. Or I'll just move you back down to the waiting room. We can do it that way. You know what? You go here. Put you there. All right. So we got our first one coming up for our
Any
first.
plans for today,
Swayze,
Diagonal,
his
tonight?
first frame is going to be Goss. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this, and we'll see how we feeling. He said in chat. Wait, did he say in chat?
Yeah, I think I saw it in chat. It was like saying that it's more like inspired by Dark Knight.
Black Flash, I think.
Oh, Black Flash, yeah, Black Flash.
Or was that somebody else? I think.
I saw like 2 chats about like one being Dark Knight, one being like Black Flash. But if this is for like Gauss, I can understand it being like Black Flash.
Right. So how we feeling? I'll let somebody else go first this time around.
All right. Well, since I'm the newest judge, how I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling it was hit with the rando button. Because to outline a black and blue, which is the fan of the blue within the group, it is me. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy a good blue, but right now it doesn't stick out. Nothing right now says, hey, check my drip. No aura to me. I mean, I like the crown. It's not a full-size cape. I mean, but it's not just saying, hey, unless I saw you play with this, I probably wouldn't even look at it.
Okay.
Now, my take on it, because not only do I agree with what he's saying, I am not only like, you heard me already talking a little bit about Gauss earlier. I'm a little biased about this motherfucker, but not so much bias in fashion frame, because of the fact that it takes a little bit to get a lot with Gauss, but also at the same time, literally the first thing that I thought of when looking at this is less is more. And my only critique outside of like the shoulder attachments, because I honestly think the shoulder attachments could stay or it could go, is again this Idana. Because I know not a lot of people have like access to like a lot of different Sindanas in the game, and that's not a knock at anyone. I don't have that many Sindanas in the first place. But it's just that this specific Sindana with Gauss, it kind of feels like, even if it was like a Black Flash sort of thing, it doesn't fit. Because not only does Black Flash not even like use a cape in the first place, but like the ephemera that this person has on in the first place could have just been completely fine without this Sindana, and I think it would have been better. And to go back on the other judge's note, I also do think that aura is a very big thing in this game. I will say that you honestly will not get a lot of attention or a lot of flair unless you're using a specific Warframe. If you don't have some type of aura, some sort of like, some type of flair to add on to your thing, which is why I said that the ephemera would have been fine. The heirloom crown would have been fine. All the attachments besides the Sindana would have been fine. But that so much is my critique, is that like it just like Air Resistance, it kind of drags it down.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was looking at, because I know what Black Flash looked like, but I just pulled it up as well to take, just to take the reference to it. I'm not understanding the Sindana choice there. I think that was just thrown on because it's like, hey, fashion, like I need something to make this stand out a little bit more. But as you said, less is more sometimes. So I'm not understanding the Sindana choice though. The crown could have definitely stayed. That's just my crown bias though. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be like quote unquote lord or anything of anything, you need a crown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the arm pieces, I'm still not understanding that either. I'm not getting it. I do like the color scheme though, but I'm also a sucker for like darker colors blending together. Black goes with everything. If you mess up blending black with anything, you have problems.
Right.
I also
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also like I do like the stance though. It does give more to that Black Flash zombie-esque type movement.
Yep.
DC Universe, yes, the stance is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there is no like.
But
extra
if you're a
ephemera or
runner,
anything.
I'm watching Incredibles. No capes.
No case. Yes, sir. No case.
Like you're right. But
You're a runner, sir.
if I may, like, okay, so a personal thing that I have, because I use it for my my Uriel, like my basic Uriel for the black and red. There's the Spore ephemera that you could have used, because like it kind of gives off more of that zombie like aura to this to the Warframe, and this could have been used not only with the animation, but like with the fact that it has like the black and like this kind of like undead like darker blue color to it. I think that definitely would have added on a whole lot more. Even if the Sindana would have been in the way, I still think that just having that ephemera would have been the difference in between having this feel like it was like thrown together than like it like feeling like it was actually like put together for this purpose.
Sorry, I was muted for a sec talking to chat.
All right. So he finds nothing.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. I got one thing to say. Hold on. One more thing.
Okay. Let's hear it. This might sway my answer actually. So let's hear it.
All right, here. All right, one more thing, because I'm a big fan of anime, Warner Brothers, Make Believe, all that shit. And we talking about a speedster, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'll be honest, that it clicks my answer, because when you have a speedster, back to the aura, the Speed Force itself is a flickering of light.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not?
You got that like blur
What
effect.
I'm
That's
saying,
what you're
you
saying.
right. Mirror image, whatever. Based on if we talking about, you feel me? What version? And you talking about dark?
Right.
He made his presence known on the series. Even if he had a black overlay, that'd have made that blue stand out even more as a centerpiece.
Yeah. Also, another thing, like I understand the dark element behind it, but even when Black Flash was running, his lightning was red.
Wow, you feel?
Ooh, okay.
You feel me?
Now let me add on. Let me add on to that. Now I will say we are looking in like essentially what is like the like a display mode for them. Now we're not actually in game like looking at it, not in game, but like in a world.
Yeah, we ain't
anywhere,
watching
like,
it
where we can
moving
see,
action.
yeah, like see his energy, see his aura, see like the red line and
Okay, okay.
like because it does give you a little bit of
Touche.
electricity. So I did want to
Yeah,
like,
that's
I did
true.
want to
That's
agree with
true.
you on that point, but I also wanted to make that note before I did agree.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I concur.
So, with that being said, I don't mind being the first to answer because
Okay.
I will say, despite what I understand the personal choice. I understand the personal direction that was going behind this. Even despite me disagreeing with the Sindana, even with me saying, oh, the ephemera could have been different. Like I do want to take note that like not everyone's lockers are going to be equal. They're not going to be the same. People have to work with what they have to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
However, when you say that it's not like not so much inspired, but you're trying to go for this look, and this look obviously has like a very specific look or a very different look. It's kind of hard for me not to see the other and then compare it, because you already are comparing it for me. I have to compare it. And so it's like, do I want to be nice or do I want to be like as fully critical as I want to be? Because my answer is 5.
Okay.
Well,
And
I concur, and I'm following not as a following, but I'm agreeing due to my own point because I like a good villain. I like a villain that shows they're a villain, and I have these basic colors, and I can randomize and get this output. So I'm going with that as well.
Okay. So I am most definitely looking at it that way as well, that not everybody's locker is the same. But I did say bring your A game when you came to this fashion show, because the fashion that people have just been casually dropping to me beforehand, I knew people would bring their all. So I can't go light just because some people aren't as, doesn't have as much credit card prime accessible for their fashion. But knowing that it is inspired by Black Flash, the sign Donna really throws it off to me. Like, in the back piece, I think even the side pieces would be fine to keep, but I think the sign Donna and the back piece were like, dang, I need this. Only one other person went, Beanie. It's like, I need this to stand out a little bit more, and it starts to kind of feel like clutter.
It ain't being crucial, it being honest. Because you ain't got your non-comic anime watching people. You got motherfuckers actually playing the same
What's
game
good, everyone?
and watching the same
What are we
show.
doing?
And if I may
Very true.
interject, I also want to say that like a big reason why like I even wanted to be like a judge in the first place, and not so much like, and this is kind of like a half like a joke and like a half like serious statement, right? It's because like when you was talking about wanting to start the fashion frame like show in the first place, and you was showing off like some of your fashion frames. The fact that I seen fucking dude from Cyberpunk in the first place told me everything I need to know. Like if he said bring your A game and this is what he's showing, bring your A game, y'all. Like come on.
That's what I said. Like, because even with me, my fashion is decent, but it's not where I want it to be. And I've seen some god tier fashion on this game, even
Like,
from the
they
people.
crazy.
Only Beanie, only one person went so far. We've got one person that's went, but like some of the fashion that I've seen in this game, outrageous. Even with like what most people have with little, I've seen people just throw basic stuff together. I saw it came up twice, so I answered it twice.